Hello, listeners. Today we have Nigerian born UK hip hop artist Mowille. He's here to talk about, well, everything. So let's get going. All right, Mowille, it's so good to have you.
Hi there, Michael.
Yeah,
How's it going?
thanks so much for being here. I've been digging your music like all week. It's been great.
Amazing. Thanks for the
Yeah.
opportunity, Michael. I'm glad
So
that you like the music again.
yeah. Well, if it's okay with you, maybe you could just for anybody who doesn't know you, you could just kind of introduce yourself.
Amazing. Yes. So my music name is Mowille,
Mhm.
and my legal name is Adedamola Durodola. It's a bit long. So I'm originally from Nigeria, and I stay in the UK, London to be precise. And I do music, and I do a bit of. I don't put myself in the box,
Mhm.
so I do hip hop, I do Afrobeat, I do. Sorry, that's my daughter. Should I
Yeah.
get? Let me just ask her. Sorry,
Not a problem. Not a problem.
all right. She's like, "Where are you, man?"
Right, right.
All right. So where I was, yes, I'm on. I do lots of genre. Is it genre or genre? I don't even
Genre.
know. It's
Hmm.
genre.
Yeah.
I always struggle to pronounce that word.
Right.
So yeah, so I do Afrobeat and I do hip hop, I rap, I do R&B too. So I try not to cage myself. And the latest new strategy new style is trap, which I did trap and a bit of Afrobeat and reggae a little bit. So I like to mix, I like to play around on music. So yeah.
Well, yeah, you've got a very fresh sound, right? Like I was listening to Ride and Roll, and for lack of a better word, it's very now. You and catchy. It's one of those things that like it'll stay with you after you hear it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, my intention wasn't really to let everyone keep remembering it.
Right.
My intention is for you to be thinking, drinking, sleeping, and thinking about that song. So yeah, so like the song, yeah, so it's one of my recordings that it was something different, it's more around like it's a like a storyline. I was trying to tell a story based on my experience and the experience of those of my friends or people I know around. Men at times want to be men. I'm not making excuses for us. Men just want to, like, you've got your own girl, but you just want to flex around a little bit.
Yeah.
And just at times I think like some guys have been in that situation before,
Mhm.
and there'll be agreement between you and the lady, like, okay, I've got a woman, I just want to flex, all right.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, yeah, it's all right, but then she'll start getting feelings, developing feelings, and it becomes very messy. So it's more like, I was riding with you, but now you're bringing all this different vibe. I'm rolling out, that kind of.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the concept
That
of this.
yeah, well, that adds to the modernness of it. It's kind of like relationships in 2021, it's
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Hip hop to me, like rap and hip hop has kind of always had that element of like flex. It's always had kind of like a competition element or combative element to it. I think that's kind of like baked into the style.
Yes, it is. It is. So if whilst listening to the song, it's got a bit of like, I was playing around. I was trying to infuse the old way of rapping with
Mhm.
the new way of
Right.
trap. Like the. So I was trying to
Mhm.
mix it and also try not to forget my roots, which is Afrobeat, and
Mhm.
trying to infuse a bit of Afrobeat into it. So to be honest, it wasn't really challenging for me, because I'm used to, like do you see the way Nicki Minaj always, the way she sings on songs, and she can flow different styles.
Mhm.
So I've always kind of built myself throughout the years, to always switch styles in between so that to keep the listener not bored. There are some rappers or some singers that they just have one style and they just keep going, and there's nothing really exciting
Right.
there. So I want to be able to develop myself to a stage whereby, regardless of the evolution of music, I will keep evolving with it.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well, maybe we can talk about that a little bit. I am curious about your creative process. So you do the beats, right, as well as the vocals?
No, I don't
No.
do.
Okay.
So, I only do the vocals. And
Okay. So maybe can you walk us through the process of like,
yes.
yeah.
So the process is always challenging. When I mean challenging in sense like, I don't have a recording studio.
Mhm.
So UK, I stay in UK, and you have to book session. You understand? So what I mostly do is, for this ride and roll song, I was on beatstar.com, that way you buy beats. Although I have my producer that helps me with beats productions at times, but I like to use different producers.
Mhm.
So I listened to this ride and roll beat, I was like, okay, at first. The thing is this, when I'm listening to beats, any beats, the moment it can click on me,
Mhm.
that's it. So as soon as I listened to that beat by GC Beats, he did the beats. I think he stays in America. I was like, no, this beat is hard. Like I'm
Yeah.
going to do something with it. But when I downloaded the beat, I mean, I paid for the song, for the beat. He sent me the WAV file and the track stems. I was listening to it over and over again. Nothing was coming to my head.
Mm.
Nothing. And
Okay.
then after, like, I think 3 days of continuously listening to the beat, then the first part,
Mhm.
so I was humming that for like half the day. I didn't know what to write. I was just humming it. Then I'll wait again. Then it just came. If you got bad energy, Joe, move away. Hey, I'm on a ride and roll. And then when that came in, then I was like, okay, the hook is ready. Let me now
Right.
think about concepts. What can I think about? Then I thought about, okay, what about some people giving you negative vibe as friends? We're riding together, but they laugh at you in the face, but at the back, they're backstabbing you. So I said, okay, I'm going to focus on that. And then the second part, I'm going to focus on the girl
Okay.
situation. Something a little bit funny,
Mhm.
funny and fun and all that. So, and then I finished recording. Then I sent it to, I did the recording. I sent it to my producer in Nigeria. He does the production. I mean, the mixing and mastering for me for all my songs. And when he did the mixing and mastering, I still felt that some things were missing. That trap beat wasn't really there. The
Mm.
rest was fine. So when I got to Nigeria, I had the opportunity to be able to spend some time with. I had some other friends who were doing music too. And when you've got a lot of musicians around you, they will start bringing a lot of like humming, different hummies, and I was like, okay, we could try this. And then we only switch like about 8 lines out of the whole song. We only switch about 8 lines. 4 lines in the first verse, and 4 lines in the second verse, and that was it. And that was the trap beat I was looking, the trap vibe I was looking for.
Okay.
And the thing is, anytime I go to Nigeria to go do a recording, it's always crazier because it's just different. You feel like you're back in motherland. Let me do this. There's no distraction of working 9 to 5. No distraction
Okay.
like that. You just want to get it done. And most times I could spend like a whole day in the studio. But over here, if I try that in UK to spend a whole day in studio, I'll be spending thousands of pounds. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah. I bet. Yeah. Well, London, it's an expensive city, Yeah. But so you're like a world production though.
yep.
When you think like between your Nigerian connection, living in the UK, living and working in the UK, and then, working with like American DJs and producers. Um, it's kind of beautiful that we can have that way of creating now.
Yes, it's very beautiful. Like the everything is digital now. You can
Mhm.
connect with anyone anywhere. And I always feel like I always I always try to push myself to search for new things, search for new ideas, search
Mhm.
for new producers, new beats, different things. I've even got another one that I've already done already, and this is
Nice.
like electronic.
Okay.
Is it
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
electronic vibe?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
crazy.
That's good. Yeah, well, like where do you draw like can you give an example of like where you draw inspiration um that might be someplace other than like Nigeria, America, or UK?
Yeah. I think I draw inspiration more in the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
because when you're in the restroom, that's
Yeah.
when ideas are coming in. Or you're
Right.
taking a shower and you're like, It's so most times I take my inspiration from the restroom, from the shower, or the toilet. And again, the other places I take my inspiration from could be experience, past experience, or and because I have a beautiful daughter, I have a
Yeah.
young family, and so she's still young, so I can't really spend much time on
Right.
listening to beats,
Yeah.
going to the studio. So even this Ride and Roll was recorded last year.
Hmm.
The
Wow.
whole
Okay.
Yes, I recorded 5 songs in the space of 2 days. I
Wow.
did everything all last year. So meaning, and if I bring them out, they will sound so recent. That's how good they are. You understand? So right now, I've not even stepped my foot in the studio for the past since last year, November or September.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
understand? Yeah.
That yeah, that's awesome. That I wouldn't have expected that. That you were sitting on them for any amount of time. How old is your daughter?
She's one.
Oh,
One. She was
wow. Okay.
when was
So
that? That was July. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, your family is brand new.
Brand new, man.
Yeah. Well, how does that affect your performing? Well, I guess are is there performing right now, where you're at because of, I don't know about you, but we're dealing with like a second lockdown over
Yeah,
here.
no,
Yeah.
I know. So what I try to do is I always try to, the approach I take at times is to plan ahead.
Hmm.
I know I can be, I do not have all the time things could change, meaning you could plan for next tomorrow and things could change. So when I realized like my wife was pregnant, and I could realize that she's getting closer to having the baby, then that was when I felt like I need to start listening to beats to get inspiration and sing wherever I want to sing now. Because
Oh,
when the
wow.
baby comes, I won't have time till when the baby is like a year old. You understand that kind of thing. So that was why I was able to quit. So for now, I'm looking to start doing some recordings, but I'm actually waiting to get that inspiration back.
Mm.
Probably maybe check other people's, the way other people live their lives, or experience of other people, or less anything else. But right now, I haven't got that inspiration yet. So that's why I'm leaving studio for now. But the all the songs that I need to release this year, they are hot, banging. They'll be
Yeah.
dropping now, so one by one out there. So yeah, that's it.
Nice. So are you set, you're set to release more
Yes.
then? Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. So do you have any dates on when that's
Um,
going to happen?
Not yet. I
Okay.
feel like another one could drop, but I was planning to drop another one called Mirror.
Hmm.
It's a reflection of everyone in whatever craft you're doing. You feel at times we may get to that stage whereby we feel like we should have achieved more than where we are,
Hmm.
and we
Well,
see other people who are not actually working as hard as us at times, doing way better, going so fast. You'll be thinking like, am I shit, or am I not that good enough? But it's not like that.
right.
It's just time. There's time for everything. So
That yeah, those are wise words.
yeah.
Yeah, that managing time, and I'm not blessed enough to have a family, but even still without a family, it's like, man, okay, I need this much time for writing, I need this much time for talking to artists, I got to go to work. There's it's like your plate gets so full.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Very
uh I'm looking at your Spotify right now, and you're doing really well.
well.
Yeah.
trying a bit. I'm trying to.
Yeah, yeah. So right now it looks like you've got 10 songs out on Spotify. And
I think I've got more than that because I've
do you?
got 3 albums already. No,
Okay.
one
Okay.
album and two EPs. And
Oh,
there's
okay.
likely another EP will drop this year.
Mhm.
Likely, I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. I forgot to scroll down. There you are. Yeah, that's great. Well, like how have the fans been? How like are you getting what kind of feedback do you get from your audience?
It's like things are changing differently now because people they expect that kind of vibe from me. They
Yeah,
were used to a different kind of vibe I do, but they were because they said this sounded so totally different. And it's the acceptance has been crazy.
hmm,
Like even I've been featured on some top newspapers now, like
nice.
talking about it. And my DM is blowing. And before few people interact on my page on my Instagram, but right now a lot of people interacting, engaging, trying to, and I've got like about 2 other people that have contacted me, musicians that they would like to work with me. So things are going, the acceptance has been very good, very, very
Yeah,
good. I wasn't surprised that it's good because I know the work rate I put in,
right.
I just know one day everything's gonna blow up big. And then me
Right.
and you, Michael, we're gonna have a champagne.
There you go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, and you're in a place, London, where talent can thrive. There's a lot of I used to live in Sheffield.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. And going to London, it was like almost sensory overload, that there's just everywhere you look in that city, something's happening.
yep, that's right.
Yeah,
Crazy in London. It's very crazy. Like it's too busy, too
yeah.
overcrowded, and lots of crimes, man. A lot
Oh,
of crime,
really?
crazy things going on, over there. Everyday crime, stabbing, killing, crazy
Ah,
things. So I think if you try to be careful where you go to and who you mingle with, then and most of this crazy things that is happening is mostly around the youths, the young ones. We are too old for those things, man.
yeah,
But it's crazy. But I just hope things get better around the
right.
law, around regulation with stabbings and all those killings. I hope something better happens.
Hmm.
But yeah, so till that happens, we just have to keep on working out, improving ourselves,
Right,
you
right.
know.
Yeah, be the change you want to see, right?
That's the
Yeah.
plan. That's the plan.
Man, well, Mowille, I love your sound, man. I've enjoyed listening to your music. Yeah, and I hope you'll keep us updated on, when you have new tracks that come out.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Things like right now, I've been juggling work, juggling other stuff with music, but right now we're going full inside now. We're going all 100%, all 100%. You
Nice.
understand? Yeah, so we're working out towards it. So more things will be coming out, and definitely I'll be watching out for your name, Michael,
Yeah.
up to when you get to the top, and also be watching out for me. When I get to the top too.
I Yep, I see it. I see it happening soon for you.
Yep.
So, all right, man. You have a great day.
Amazing. Thanks,
Yeah.
Michael. Yeah, thanks for the time again.